Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. Yes, my question would be is, first and foremost, why is it that UP Tacloban students have resorted to this kind of action?
First and foremost, we resorted to this kind of action because our voices are not heard. So when they are not heard, we have to diverge into something uh, that would be that would be of help to us. Because if we do not, if our voices will not be heard, then it will also will suffer.
Okay, kindly please elucidate more. In terms of your voices have not been heard, I assume that you have exhausted all the official means to communicate with the officials of the UP system. But what happened?
I am sure that we have sent letters to the officers, the administration, to the Board of Regents, but they were not accommodated. And these are the issues that we want to pursue. Number one, rebracketing. Rebracketing is very important to all UP Tacloban students. Take note that all the students who cross-registered in other UP campuses are enjoying such privilege. However, us coming from this university and who stayed in this university, we were never given that privilege. We were even assessed, despite of the fact that we are obviously affected by the typhoon. We were even assessed we were assessed not in a good way because other students were retained and other students were only bracketed one step lower. So where is the justice in that? Because we want to be re-bracketed because the cost of living here in Tacloban is very high. And number two, transportation. Transportation in Tacloban is very unstable. That is why we are pushing for shelters. So these shelters are very important. Things that the UP system and the UP Visayas could cater to the students, because without these shelters, security for the students when they go home will be a very big thing. So that is why we are pushing for shelters for the students, especially those who are residing outside Tacloban, because it is very important. And number three, to not compromise quality education in this school, we have to demand for computers, we have to demand for books, because again, we are bringing the name of the University of the Philippines. So that is why it is, let us not think of the empty crown of quality education. Let us not think about the empty crown of one UP system. Let's think on how we can prove it.
Okay. My next question would be, Mr. Chair. So far, what kind of assistance was already extended to the college or to the students?
So beforehand, when Yolanda came, students who come to school, they were given relief goods. However, these are just initial needs. However, the long-term needs, such as once you go to school, what kind of needs do you have? These were not certainly addressed because of the fact that UP Visayas has budgetal constraints, and they are willing to help. However, because UP Visayas lack resources, so that is why they cannot fully assist each and every student. Though rebracketing was a very good part in this university, however, not all were given that privilege to be rebracketed to bracket E2.
Okay, so your next action would be to challenge the Board of Regents and to call for the UP system officials to hold a meeting here, actually in Tacloban, in UP Tacloban, where the destruction is really evident. Why do you think that this is the next logical step for UP Tacloban students to ask or to demand from the UP officials?
You know, the best way so that a person can assess the situation of a school or a person is to go to the school, to experience what it is to be in the school, because personal assessment and physical once you experience physically what's happening here in Tacloban, it would be very easy for them to understand. That is why we are challenging the Board of Regents to conduct their meeting here in this college so that they will see what we need. Because no words, no pictures can ever foresee the problems that the college is now facing.
Lastly, what is your message to your fellow UP students or to our fellow scholar ng bayan, not only here in UP Tacloban but also in the entire UP system?
So my message to them is that we should be critical and we should demand for the things that without personal interest, because first and foremost, this is not just for us, this is just for me, but for the whole UP Tacloban community. Because if we will not fight for our rights, then we will stay like this, we will suffer. So that is why I would like to tell them na laban mo scholar.
Okay. Last question. If I will be President Pascual, okay, I understand that you're bringing UP, the name of UP Tacloban. But if I will ask you, why should we invest? What will be your answer?
We should invest because primarily we are bringing the name of the University of the Philippines, and I believe that we are in one in achieving a one UP system. So if we are devastated here, then you should help us. So and also if you're devastated in your place, we will also help you.
Thank you very much.